This is going to be an excellent opportunity because Banjul will be the capital of the Islamic Ummah, and for the first time in our history to have that gathering, we are honored, and we also working to rise up and be counted. That small Gambia will be part of those great nations organizing that convergence of leaders from the Islamic Ummah. And yes, this is going to be an opportunity where we will engage some of our development partners from the Ummah, as like we started doing. We've circulated series of scholarships from IDB, Islamic Development Bank, for Gambians to apply for BSc, Masters and PhD in different areas to be funded by the Ummah. Remember also some years ago, the Ummah, through the University of the Gambia Faraba project, we have also a funding component of the project that helps us train some UTG lecturers up to PhD and master's level, and they all completed, all came back from different countries within the Ummah, and all entirely paid by that project. And there's also, through our Arab donors, Badea, Kuwaiti Fund, IDB, and you name it, they were the one who sponsored or co-sponsored the construction of the UTG Faraba campus, state-of-the-art campus with state-of-the-art equipment for the first time in the history of the Gambia. His Excellency President Barrow inaugurated, and this is just the first phase, and in this very country, God willing, next year also 7 stories, that's for the Chancery building, are in the heart of Faraba, and also with new schools also will be inaugurated next year, God willing, thanks to the partnership of these institutions and countries from the Islamic Ummah. A grateful nation called the Gambia is happily saying thank you to these partners, and that's the reason why we want to open up our, and engage these institutions and countries so that we can do more. The Ummah has a lot to offer, and that's why that convergence is an excellent moment for the higher education fraternity to make good use of it, and ensure that the youths of today will build their skills and prepare for a development of tomorrow, for a better Gambia, a new Gambia, a developed Gambia. With the advent of Faraba campus, with the state-of-the-art equipment and also campus now, and with the capacity that we have there, because if you take the case of the School of Business and Public Administration, which is the biggest school of the university, they are not even capable of filling half of the classrooms of that school. So the rest are there open for maybe in the coming years when they have more people and so on. So if the campus is done in such a way that it is for today and the future, but also it is done for the Gambia and the sub-region. So the target is for the Gambia to be a hub for the sub-region, an academic hub, so that we will be able to develop academic tourism. People from the sub-region will come to Banjul and receive quality education without any disturbance, as opposed to other parts of the world and Africa in particular. So that's what we are trying to solve. The new destination for the Gambia through academia And Faraba will be a golden opportunity. And that's what is going to happen. And the good thing is also the students and lecturers will be operating in a very conducive learning environment, because they are now being given state-of-the-art laboratory equipment and other facilities that they did not have so in the past. And you all know all the co-financiers are from the Islamic Ummah. And we want to also encourage our youths to value education. The Holy Book did talk about it. It's among the core principles than when they talk about Ikra. So knowledge and seeking knowledge, because that's what will help you to have that reconciliation with yourself, but with your God. Because with that knowledge production, you become an agent of change for development. Obviously, a game changer in our tertiary higher education ecosystem is Faraba Banta, and we haven't finished. This is just the tip of the iceberg, and we want to really have a complete campus with all the other facilities, and that's why I talked about going for resource mobilization for other facilities and for medicine and allied health sciences, because there are some programs that you don't have, because we want to include pharmacy and also nutrition. This is a country where within our civil service we don't have enough specialists on nutrition. So these are some of the things, and also key specialists in the biomedical sciences and so on. So we will be doing that. That is in addition to medicine, nursing, and public health and dentistry. So, but having the right structures and also the right laboratories, state-of-the-art laboratories that they never had here in the Gambia since independence. That's our dream, and we're giving ourselves 2-3 years to achieve that. That's our rendezvous with history, with the Gambian people. And the other thing also is, God willing, by this summer, His Excellency President Barrow will inaugurate the USET campus in Brikama. That is also a game changer in our higher education ecosystem, that is helping us to train in the Gambia homegrown engineers in 3 main areas in engineering: mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electronical engineering. That campus will be ready with state-of-the-art equipment for the first time in the history of the Gambia. But this is just for applied sciences. This because this is the transformation of GTTI, Gambia Technical Training Institute, into University of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology, USET. So this is a game changer for the Gambia government. We never had that since independence. The other thing also is that is coming out very clearly as part of the transformation agenda. Gambia College also very soon we're going to send the cabinet paper and the report to cabinet for approval for the transformation of Gambia College into university, National University of Education, exclusively on education. We are moving out School of Agriculture from Gambia College and send it to UTG School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, and move out Gambia College School of Nursing and Gambia College School of Public Health, and integrate it into UTG School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences. So that when it comes to medicine and allied health sciences, only one national institution in this country will be in charge, that is the University of the Gambia. So then later UTG School of Education will be moved to Gambia College School of Education. So they integrate with the Gambia College School of Education and upgrade it into university. And you must have noticed that we have done the Cabinet has approved the transformation of MDI into Civil Service University. So we are now working on the implementation of that, And in the coming months, you will see now things being done gradually to ensure that we put systems in place to have a more professional civil service, and working with the Ministry of Public Service so that there will be systems in place to the extent that civil servants will, to occupy certain positions within the system, you must have gone through an equivalent of MDI, and that is the new Civil Service University that gives you that professional qualification. You can come out from UTG with your academic qualification, but you'll have to do your professional training at this new Public Service University, which is a university that trains the cream of society, the technocrats. For the first time in the history of this country, Cabinet has approved now the student loan scheme, also the research and innovation fund bill, the research policy is also approved, and among other, the tertiary and higher education trust fund, the TED fund, is also approved. So now waiting for National Assembly in the next session to debate on it and take a decision. The funding is not there to match. We are trying to always invoke plan Bs to look for support outside our main budget and so on, because the budget is not cannot solve any of our major projects that we receive. That's the unfortunate part of it, because our budget this year is 0.8% from the national budget, the entire appropriation. So with 0.8% you cannot do anything, and 0.8% represent only 5% of the education budget, because in 95% of the education budget goes to basic and secondary education. So higher education is receiving 5%, representing 0.8% of the total appropriation. And all developed countries really understood the importance of tertiary and higher education, because it's tertiary and higher education that train teachers. It's tertiary and higher education that train the doctors. It's tertiary and higher education that train the agriculturalists and so on and so forth. It's tertiary and higher education that trains the engineers and so on and so forth. So you could see human capital is in the hands of tertiary and higher education. Higher education takes the lead on human capital. So not investing on tertiary and higher education, you are deliberately delaying your development trajectory. And we are now calling on all our partners, and starting from within government, for all stakeholders to understand that we will be repeating the same stories, the same activities, and we will be seeing our youths now living and to die in deep sea, in the Mediterranean, and so on and so forth, because we did not change the way we do things. And unless and until higher education is given that prominence with the right skill sets being developed, development will be delayed. And we feel with all the activities that have been proposed and with the support of all stakeholders, and a lot can be done to be able to change that story, and moving from those negative and challenge situation to a positive environment where the light will be shining, and for the youths to stay in their own backyards and happily stay and develop their country, feed themselves, feed their family, and not to be to be dying in deep sea, where the Mediterranean Sea becomes a graveyard, where they will be youths, even if they are able to cross the river or the ocean, will be begging in style elsewhere. Education must be functional, education must be useful, education must liberate the individual, the youths of this country, and it must support sustainable development, and that's what we believe in. That's why we are coming up with all these activities, and with the support of all stakeholders, we have the strong conviction that a better tomorrow is coming, and yes, the light will shine from Banjul, and the youths will see it and stay, and happily stay and build their country and the Gambia to be among those nations that will really break the shackles of servitude and dependency. Then we will celebrate independence and no longer dependence for the Gambia ever too.